Hi guys, welcome. It's Jihan. Okay, so I need help. You guys have to tell me how the lighting is. We're gonna wait a couple minutes. I've had such a busy day, so I'm a little all over the place, so I apologize. Hi, beautiful. We still need to chat maybe tomorrow. What's my lighting like? Here, is this better, or does it make me look like a ghost? I don't know. I also don't have my pretty little background behind me. I have this really pretty background I'm gonna start using for our TV show. You guys, what do we think of the light? Too much? Hi, how are you, doll? Did you get my message, my email? I've been doing things from my cell phone today and last night. Is that good? Okay. Hi, gorgeous. Hi, ladies. Yay! I'm so happy to see you guys here. I look a little bit of a mess. I've been out all day, slinging some makeup. So we're gonna just wait a couple minutes. Thank you. Do I need to tell you what that is? It's unique. Okay, so that's what I was doing all day. So I'm a little discombobulated. Okay, let me know because I think my email's going a little crazy. So I apologize. If you don't get it, I'll resend it. So I think it's about 7, you guys. Normally I do noon, but again, I was out today all day. So we are going to, well, you can check after. That's totally fine. Okay, let me introduce myself. Take a step back. Okay, so I'm Jihan. Hello. If you've been here before, give me a couple hearts. If it's your first time, give me a smiley face. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you all here. My name is Jihan. I am a Crowned for Success RVP. Crowned for Success is an amazing, amazing group of women. We help each other build businesses. We are going to change the planet one woman at a time. I am a certified life coach, and I've been with Crowned for Success for some time now. So we've got big things coming. If you want more info about that, I will give you some websites at the end, and I'll also give you my contact info. But I want to get started because I think it's a little past 7. You sure my lighting's okay? All right, we're going to go with it. If my lighting's bad, I apologize. Okay. All right, you guys. So today, and pardon me if I look down, I have my notes here because I have a lot to say today. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so this is a big topic. So it's a big topic for me, and it's come up a lot. I tend to do topics that have come up in the past week or so, and this topic has come up with my girlfriends, with my clients, with like random people. So I really want to talk about this today. I want to talk about the fear of success. And I think I've talked about it a little bit here and there before, but I really want to dive into it today because it's real and it can really, really, really hold you back, right? So my job as a coach is to break through that. We don't want to be held back anymore. And for myself too, I need these reminders as well. So I'm going to go over, okay, hon. Okay. All right. I'll resend it from my computer after this. So we want to talk about the fear of success and how, number 1, how do we know that we have it? And number 2, how do we stop? Because it's really holding us all back. Okay. So are you afraid of your own potential? Sometimes people think they're afraid of failure, and it's really masking itself as a fear of success or vice versa. Okay, so what happens is we're so afraid of our own potential. Like what could we become? What can you accomplish? What could work if you actually did it? What would success mean to you? These are scary things sometimes. Sometimes this is the unknown, right? So there's a quote. Who's heard of Marianne Williamson? Has anybody heard of her? She's my fave. If you've not read any of her books, I highly, highly recommend. Oh man, the name just escaped me. You have to read her books. Amazing. Okay. But one of the best and probably most well-known quotes of hers is, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. That's huge. Okay. So our deepest fear is not that we can't do it. It's that we are more powerful than we even know. And what are we going to do with all of that? That's something I know for me. You know, I was telling one of my colleagues this week, for me a long time ago, I used to have like good in one part of my life or another part of my life, but it was never all at the same time, right? So it can be a little daunting when you're like, oh my gosh, everything's going well. This is all success. I don't know what to do with this, right? Has anybody been there? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because I know I'm not the only one, right? So let's go over this. Why are we afraid to succeed? Why? It sounds so silly, right? Like, why would I want to be not wanting to succeed? That makes no sense. But let's go over a couple of reasons here. Because when you think of it, it's like we're almost protecting ourselves, right, from the unknown. So here's why we might be afraid to succeed. First of all, it's not comfortable, right? I don't know anybody who, from the get-go, has been successful at every single thing they did. I really have never heard of such a thing. I'm sure it's out there, but it's not common. So it's not comfortable. We don't know what to do with this. We don't know what to do with all of this success, especially if we've just come out of a crisis or a struggle. It's awkward for us to have a good amount of success, right? So also, success undermines the social hierarchy. So what if you are having amazing success with a business or your relationships and the people before you didn't? You know, that kind of breaks the balance there. You don't really know what to do with that. Or we also challenge others' perception of us. This is a big one. So maybe you grew up not having a lot of success, or you came from struggle, and that's what people expect for you. Now, the rational coach part of me is like, who cares what people think? They have nothing to do with anything. But the human part of me is like, that's scary. You don't want to go against what people in your world think of you or their perception, right? I know we talked about this the other day, right? So here's another reason we might be afraid to succeed. Okay, so if we win, if everything goes our way, we would be forced to challenge our own beliefs about ourselves. That's almost the biggest thing here. So if you have limiting beliefs about yourself, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, people in my town don't accomplish that, you know, whatever it is that you've been telling yourself for your whole life, those are big beliefs to break through. So if you're not even aware that these are limiting beliefs you're telling yourself, this is where you're stuck, right? You don't even know that you're telling yourself these false things. So to imagine not thinking those things, yeah, exactly. It's crazy. So you'd be forced to think a whole different way. And that is a lot of work. Self-work is a lot of work. Okay. So another reason we might fear success is because we fear rejection or shame or discomfort, right? How crazy does that sound? Like, why would people reject us if we were successful? But it happens, right? And we all know that people are crazy. That just is what it is. It just is what it is. Everybody has their stuff, right? So sometimes people, they're happy for you and they want good for you, but inside they might be jealous or they might be upset about your success, and we're afraid of that. Now, there are ways to combat this, and we don't have to deal with that. But these are things that happen in our minds, right? So there might be relationship consequences. You have a potential to fail. That's scary. Maybe you're scared of change. There are so many people that are scared of change. I myself, personally, I remember I was in a terrible relationship, marriage, and wanted out, but I was scared of change because I was in it for so long that I didn't know what else there was. So my choice was to stay in something that was comfortable, even though it was painful. And I think a lot of women do that. So fear of change can get us stuck too, even though we know we're capable of better and deserve better. Okay, so challenges and change are scary, and success takes work, you guys. So sometimes even though we long for success and we can envision it and we see it, we self-sabotage ourselves because we are scared of that success. And it's crazy. If you stop, pull yourself out of that situation, this is crazy. Why are we doing that to ourselves? We don't have to do that, okay? So on one hand, we're dreaming of accomplishment and glory, and we're seeing all this, and our names are in lights. And then on the other hand, we're messing ourselves up, whether it's knowingly or unknowingly. And it's like a self-protection mechanism, okay? But we don't have to do that. So I have some tips. We're going to go through that, okay? I need to get a drink of water. Bear with me. Hold on. Who's with me? Who knows what I'm talking about here? Give me some hearts here. All right, you guys. Here are some signs that you're self-sabotaging, okay? So I have done a lot of self-work over the years, and I can tell when I'm self-sabotaging. I still do it, and I know it, and I call myself out, and I try to catch myself right in the moment. It's not easy, but it's taken a long, long time. Listen, I still do it with my weight. My weight is one of my biggest things that I self-sabotage with, because since I was little, my weight's been an issue. So for me, I'm like, I think somewhere in my head, I'm like, I can't be successful and lose weight. I don't know what that's like. So it's like foreign for me. So as awful as it is to be in a uncomfortable body range for me, that's what I know. So I know I self-sabotage with that, and I'm working on it. I actually have myself a coach. So, all right, here we go. So signs that you are self-sabotaging, okay? Here are some signs if you're not aware. You might feel guilty about success and worry about those around you who are not experiencing it. Hello? That should sound familiar for some of you. I know this is a big thing, and I know we want to keep those around us happy and comfortable, but listen, nobody's going to take care of you except you, okay? So you have got to stop worrying about everyone else, okay? That's just it. You have to. Okay, here's another sign. You neglect to share your accomplishments. I do that too. Why do we do that? You know, so in actually a Crowned for Success chat with my colleagues and my mentor the other day, we were talking about this. Why aren't we all out there bragging on ourselves? You know? And so we were talking about Kanye, and you want to have this Kanye confidence with a little soul, right? So you don't want to be too much over the top, but if you don't put out there what you have accomplished and how great you are, how are people going to know? Nobody's going to know. Nobody is going to know what you're capable of if you are not putting it out there, right? Okay. So here's another sign that you're self-sabotaging. Maybe you're procrastinating on projects that have the potential to bring you recognition. This is big. This is big, you guys, especially for entrepreneurs. I know there are so many of us that have so many ideas, and we're like, I have this amazing business opportunity, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and then we don't do it. Why? Maybe you're self-sabotaging. Maybe you really don't have the time, and then that's something we want to talk about, like time management, but maybe you want to take a look at yourself and just make sure that this isn't something that you're doing to prevent yourself from excelling, okay? Here's another sign that you might be self-sabotaging. Ready? You compromise yourself, your ideas, or your goals so that you don't offend or undermine others. Hi. How many times have we not done something that we know would be amazing for ourselves or our businesses or our lives, and we don't because we don't want to offend someone else or our mom or our husband or our boyfriend or whatever it is? Crazy. It's crazy. If you take yourself out of that moment, we don't have to do this, okay? There's a quote, I believe it's Janis Joplin, I could be wrong. I think she's quoted about saying this. I don't know if that's correct. Don't compromise yourself. You're all you've got, okay? Don't compromise who you are. You are amazing just how you are. Be you. Don't compromise that. Nobody else is going to be you. So put it out there, right? Here's the last sign that you are self-sabotaging if you're not aware, okay? You may believe that success is temporary and that you won't be able to sustain it. So maybe you think, okay, I have this great idea. I'm going to go out there and I can do it. but it's not going to last. It's not going to be a big thing. Or with the weight thing, like, you know, I can lose weight, I can stick to this plan, but I'll just gain it back. Why is that the case? There's no proof of that. So these signs that I just read, those are signs that maybe you're self-sabotaging. If any of those sound familiar to you, write it down on a piece of paper. Be aware of what you are doing, because the only way to change something is to be aware of it. You have to be aware of what you're doing before you can make any changes, okay? So how to change? What you have to do is shift how you look at things. You have to make some shifts in your mind. It's not going to be easy, especially if you have been doing these things and telling yourself these things for a long time. So I know I've been on here for 15 minutes, but this is such a big topic for me, and I know so many of us deal with this. So I'm going to go through, I have I think 10 tips on how to stop with the self-sabotage, how to stop the fear of our greatness, how to put ourselves out there. What do we do? Okay, so now we've realized this is maybe what we're doing. What do we do now? Okay, so you have to learn how to embrace your greatness, pursue your accomplishments, and step into your power. But how do you do that? Okay, I'm going to give you some tips. So 1, reclaim your authenticity. You guys, be who you are. If you're not being who you are lying to yourself. You are compromising your integrity, and you're being someone you're not. I don't want to be fake, right? I don't want to be somebody I'm not. So I know I pride myself on being who I am. I am who I am all the time. Whether I have met you here or I've known you for 10 years, I'm going to be the same. But if that's what I'm saying, then I have to be, you're welcome. I have to be me. No matter what. I can't compromise myself and not put my greatness out there. That's lying, right? We're amazing. Put it out there. Don't lie. Don't be someone you're not. And that someone you're not is a smaller version of yourself. Don't play small. Be you and be your greatness, okay? Okay, so number 2, accept discomfort, okay? So any change is going to involve some sort of uncertainty, right? Even if you're going to color your hair a new color, you're not sure what it looks like. Every time you make a change, there's some level of uncertainty there. What you need to do is just accept that. Accept that there is going to be something I don't know about this change, and it might be scary. Okay, so if I go ahead and I go into this change knowing that there might be something scary, it's going to minimize the effects, right? So if I say to myself, I'm going to do this afraid, and I go into it and I'm like, this might be scary, but I'm prepared for the scary, it's going to be less of a scare, right? Okay, so number 3, release your shoulds, okay? So have you heard this phrase, like, we can should on ourselves all day? Should. There's no such thing. This is a trap, okay? Accept and embrace what you know is best for you. Should is not even a word that we need to be having in our vocabulary when it comes to things that we need to do for ourselves. I mean, should you brush your teeth every day? Yeah, of course, things like that. But as far as like the emotional life parts, should you say please and thank you? You know, there's gray here, but you know what I'm talking about, right? So don't should yourself. Oh, I should have, I should not have taken that class, or I should have. Why? It is what it is. Just embrace it, accept it, and find a way to move forward in wherever you are. Okay? So, number 4, enjoy the challenge. You guys have to look nowhere. Look at challenges as opportunities. Okay? So, challenges are opportunities to grow, to maybe utilize resources that we've never used before, or focus. Maybe a challenge is an opportunity to focus on something we've never paid attention to, or get into like this flow, right? So if there's a challenge, don't be like, oh, what now? Be like, oh my gosh, how cool. What skill can I tune into here? And what can I figure out about myself and the world? And who can I meet? And everything can be a good thing. You know what I mean? There's good everywhere. So just because it's a challenge, don't think of it as a negative thing, okay? Okay, so number 5. This is our tips, right? To stop us from being afraid of our own potential. How? tip number 5, reframe failure. Okay. Yay. I'm so excited. You are amazing, but you have so many things that you already know you want to work on. So I'm excited too. Okay. So all of these things are like mindset tricks, right? So number 5, reframe failure. Okay. Reframing is such a powerful tool. So reframing is taking one situation and turning it around in your mind to make it something else. You're welcome. Okay, so fear of success is a disguise for fear of failure, and the other way around too. So to attempt to be successful, put yourself at risk of falling on your face. So put it out there. No, I'm gonna try to write a book and it may not sell. I may not sell one, but I'm gonna try anyway. Okay, so you have to look at failure as a stepping stone to success, and then there's nothing to fear. So if I know I want to write a book, I may not sell anything this first go around, but that's okay because in my plan, I'll probably have to write another one, and then, I'll get out there and then I'll be successful. So if I'm looking at it as a stepping stone, then it's just a part of the process. There's nothing to be afraid of if I know that failure is a part of the process. Right? I will have to find, and I'll post it, where they talk about like Michael Jordan missed how many baskets in his career, and Oprah was told, I feel like she was told she was too heavy to ever be on TV, or Steve Jobs was fired from one of his jobs. Hello, these people failed on their way to greatness, okay? It's okay. It's okay to fail, and we have to know that it might happen, right? I think it was because she was too heavy. They told her no. And now look at her. Hello, she probably owns the company of the people who told her no, okay? So failure is evidence, you guys, that you have taken action and attempted a challenge. How cool is that? So you could be proud of your failures. Oh my gosh, I ran a marathon and I only did half of it, but I attempted to run a marathon. Doesn't that sound better than saying I didn't even try because I was scared? Right? I mean, that's huge. That was a big thing for me to realize, like, it's better to try and fail and get halfway and then learn from that and take that and try again than to be like, I didn't even try. And then what if you try and you succeed your first time? You'll never know because you're afraid of the failing. No, we're not doing that anymore, okay? All right, number 6, don't think, just act. Have you guys seen Star Wars? Who's seen Star Wars? Who knows Yoda? So Yoda, he would say, no try, only do, right? Don't try, just do. Just do. Don't be afraid of your potential. Don't be afraid of what's going to happen. Just do, okay? So sometimes you're sabotaging yourself unconsciously, but sometimes maybe you're overthinking it. Maybe you are in what we call analysis paralysis, and you're just thinking and thinking and thinking and coming up with what if and what if. Stop doing that. Just do it. Just take action. Even small action is taking action. Sometimes we think, listen, I'm doing this myself right now with my website. I am redoing my website and I haven't put it out there because I'm like, well, it's not ready. I just need to put it out there. It looks great. I got to put it out there, right? So we're overthinking, we're analyzing. So what you want to do now, you don't want to not analyze, right? Because you need to make a plan, but maybe set a deadline for yourself. So if it's like a concrete goal that you have, maybe say, okay, in a week, I will have made a decision, and then you've got to go forward, okay? Number 7, find your tribe. You guys, I cannot tell you how important this is. Yeah, I know, Lisa, I love your site, and I have to do the same. You're right. See, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it by next weekend, okay? By next weekend, hold me to it. By next Saturday in my Periscope, ask me if I put my site out there, okay? All right, so why are we afraid of our own potential? Okay, so let's figure out how to stop doing that. Number 7, tip number 7. I know this is lengthy, you guys, but it's such a good topic, I feel like, so I hope you're still with me. All right, number 7, find your tribe. You need to align with people not afraid of success and who joyfully go after it, knowing they are deserving of success and everything it comes with. I cannot tell you how, thank you. I can't tell you how important that is. Your tribe is everything. You guys, for a long time, I isolated myself and I tried to do everything alone. I was in a very, very terrible relationship. I was a single mom, and I thought, I don't need anybody. I can do it all myself. No. You need support. You need a tribe. You need girlfriends. You need colleagues. You need coaches. You need people who are positive around you. Okay? Whether it's one person or 10 people, you find that tribe and you love them and you let them love you because you need it and they need it. Okay? So you need to let their mindset rub off on you. Now, don't go finding a negative tribe. Don't go finding people in the same boat as you are and sit there and commiserate in misery. That's not what you want to do. Now, those can be helpful too. Support groups and people who are going through what you have gone through, those have a place as well. So don't misread what I'm saying. But those shouldn't be your source of support, and those are not the people who are going to pull you higher, okay? Those are people who are where you are, not where you want to be, okay? So you need to find a tribe who are where you want to be, let them rub off on you, and then minimize the time with those who hold you back and or who are negative. I'm not saying you have to cut people out. That can be very difficult, and that could be something we talk about another day. But you have to minimize your time. You have to set healthy boundaries. Your time is valuable. Your time is a resource. Please honor yourself in that way, okay? Number 8, we need to start celebrating, you guys, every milestone. Every milestone. So if your goal is to start a business and you think of a name, celebrate it. Put it out there. I thought of a name. I'm amazing. I'm on my way to running my own business. If your goal is to lose 10 pounds and you've lost 3 ounces, amazing. I didn't gain 3 ounces. I lost 3 ounces. How cool am I? Whatever it is, you want to celebrate every single milestone. Do not diminish your abilities. Do not diminish your achievements. You're going to celebrate it, okay? And if you don't have anybody in your tribe yet who wants to celebrate with you, contact me. I'll celebrate with you. Go post it somewhere. Write it on a piece of paper. Celebrate yourself, okay? You don't need anybody else to celebrate it with you. If you don't have it yet, it's okay. We're going to find it for you, but at least do it with yourself to start with, okay? Number 9, have a vision, okay? So vision is huge because if you can visualize the life you want, then you can set goals toward that vision, and it gives you something specific to work toward, okay? So you're going to see every success as a stepping stone, every failure as a stepping stone. You're going to minimize your discomfort because you know that you have a plan. So if you can envision where you want to be, then you make a plan. Then every step you take toward that plan is just part of the plan, okay? So there's nothing wrong with the stuff that happens in between. And we spoke about that last time. You have to honor that space in between too, right? So have a plan. That way you can see where you're going with it. And every step is going to be a success, okay? Then, last tip, okay? Enjoy the journey, okay? So if you're looking at this as a journey, you're able to maybe take the pressure off a little bit, okay? And I'm not saying these things are going to happen tomorrow. But if you practice all of these tips, you're going to get there, I promise, okay? Take the pressure off of yourself. View every day as an opportunity for a win and an experience, right? Everything can be an experience. Oh, I locked my keys out of the car. Not good, but how can I figure this out? And, what resources can I use? And how cool that I figured it out. I solved a puzzle. Everything you can make into an experience and a learning opportunity, okay? Focus on the present moment. Do not worry about that future success when you're in the moment. Yes, you need a plan, and yes, you need to be working toward it, but in each moment, you cannot stress about the next moment, okay? Because you're losing moments that way, okay? Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so what we want to do, we're going to claim our success. We're going to live life on our own terms, you guys, okay? We are not going to be afraid of our own potential anymore, okay? Because we are powerful. We are powerful beyond measure, and we're going to put it out there. We can change the world. We are all going to change the world together, okay? So we're going to go over these 10 little tips on how to maximize our potential, how to conquer the fear of success. Okay, I'm just going to read them real quick. Okay, number 1, reclaim your authenticity. 2, accept discomfort. Thank you. 3, release the should. Stop shitting on yourself, okay? The 4th thing, enjoy the challenge. Challenge is opportunity. Number 5, reframe failure, okay? Number 6, don't think, just act. Think Yoda. No try, only do. Just do, okay? 7, find your tribe. I cannot stress enough. If you guys need a tribe, I've got people. I can hook you up. You need to find a tribe, okay? Number 8, celebrate every milestone. Number 9, have a vision. And number 10, enjoy the journey, okay? So you guys, I know I was a little lengthy today, but I felt like we had to talk about this because it's been such a big discussion in my world the last couple of days. I think I'm going to do a blog post on this as well. And I believe I'm going to do our first TV show on this. So Crown for Success, you guys, has a TV show coming. How cool is that? I don't have the link for it yet. It's going to be on like Apple TV, Indeed TV, things like that. Yes, so Lisa, my blog, so here's an example of a failure turned opportunity. I usually post a blog on Thursdays on the Crown for Success blog website. And I wrote one and I thought it posted and it didn't. So I'm going to look at it as an opportunity to put out better content because I really enjoyed this topic. So maybe it wasn't supposed to go out my last topic and this is supposed to be my topic, right? So that's how I'm looking at it. crownedforsuccess.me is our blog. You need to go on there. There's great content. All of us ladies are putting out content almost every day. Be sure to follow our Periscope. We have amazing women putting out some amazing content, you guys. We also have coaches, life coaches, business coaches. You need the resource, we probably have it, okay? We also have a really great program happening starting Monday. Thank you, yes. Monday starts our MBA program, Millionaireess. Oh no, you're welcome. I will re-email you the stuff, okay? I'll email it tonight. I'm going to get on my computer in a little bit. So we have tons of programs. If you want them, message me on Instagram, Strong Women Are Beautiful on Instagram. I am also on Facebook, here on Periscope. I have my own channel, which I've not been using. Stopping myself there. I'm going to start using my channel too. Crowned for Success on Instagram also. And keep a lookout for the TV information. I feel like there's something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, and by next week, I will have my website out. It may not be perfect, but I'm going to put it out there anyway, right? Okay, you guys, I hope you got some value out of this. Go step into your greatness. Practice those steps. Let me know how it's going. If you need help, let me know. Again, I am a coach. I have been there. We can do this together. Strong Women Are Beautiful on Instagram. And I will see you next week. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. Bye.